Assalamualaikum boys. Assalamualaikum boys. Today our next class is going on. Welcome to all in bio class, all girls and all boys. Nice to meet you. And now we are going to start the next chapter, cells and tissues. And you know that what is cell and what are tissues. Cell is the basic structural and functional unit of all living organisms, and all living organisms are made up of millions and trillions types of cells and tissues. In multicellular organisms, similar cells are organized into groups called tissues. We define a tissue as a group of similar cells specialized for the performance of a common function. Now in this chapter we are going to study the cells and tissues, and for studying these cells and tissues there must be something through which we can see these minute and tiny particles in the living organisms. Cell is a very little tiny particle, and we can observe it with a microscope. And you know practically that the wing of a butterfly is a thin sheet of cells, and so is the shiny layer of our eyes. The meat is composed of cells, and its contents soon become our part of the body. Our eyelashes, fingernails, orange juice, the wood of a pencil, all are produced by cells. In this chapter we will take a close look at cells and learn about their internal structure, and we will also learn how specific cells group together to form tissues. The objectives of this topic is to learn about what is microscopy, types of microscope, light microscope and electron microscope. Microscopy. The use of microscope is known as microscopy. It means if we to study a specimen you are using a microscope, then this method is called microscopy. The first compound microscope was developed by Zacharias Janssen in Holland in 1595, and it was simply a tube with lenses at each end, and its magnification ranged from 3 times to 9 times. It means that we can see an image 3 to 9 times greater than its original position. Magnification and resolving power. Two terms are used in microscopy. Magnification is the increase in the apparent size of an object, and resolving power or resolution is the measure of the clarity of the image. These two acts you can use in your mobile, in your laptop, in which we can increase the size through the app, and when the image becomes blurred, then you can fit it in the image and you can use it and you can see it very clear. Resolving power resolution is the measure of the clarity of the image, and it is also the minimum distance at which two objects can be seen as separate objects. Human naked eye can differentiate between 2 points, you know, but it should be at the distance of 0.1 millimeter apart. This is known as the resolution of the human eye. If we place two objects 0.05 millimeter apart, then human eye would not be able to differentiate them as two separate objects. Magnification and resolution can be increased with the help of lenses. Light versus electron microscope. Now you know that there is a light microscope and electron microscope. In light microscope works by passing visible light through a specimen. It uses two glass lenses. One lens produces an enlarged image of the specimen, and the second lens magnifies the image and projects it into viewer's eye or onto photographic film. A photograph taken through a microscope is called a micrograph. The question, there is a question that what is a micrograph? Then you can give an answer that a photograph taken through a microscope is called a microscope. A light microscope can magnify objects only about 1500 times without causing blurriness. Its magnification is 1500 times. Its resolving power is 0.2 micrometer and 1 micrometer, 1 over 1000 millimeters. And boys and girls, there is one thing that you must know, that when we convert the small unit into large unit, then we divide it, and when we convert large unit into smaller unit, then we multiply it. So here we are converting micrometer into millimeter, so we will divide 1 by 1000 and the micrometer will be given. In other words, the light microscope cannot resolve objects smaller than 0.2 micrometer. It is about the size of smallest bacterium, and the image of the bacterium can be magnified many times. But light microscope cannot show the details of internal structure. The point to be noted that the electron microscope or light microscope cannot show the details of its internal structure. Now its elaboration of electron microscope. It is the most advanced form of microscope. In electron microscope, object and lens are placed in a vacuum chamber, and a beam of electrons is passed through object. Electrons pass through or area reflected from object and make image. Electromagnetic lens enlarge and focus the image onto screen and photographic film. Electron microscope has much higher resolving power than light microscope. The most modern electron microscope can distinguish objects as small as 0.2 nanometers. It means it is much smaller than micrometer. Nanometer is smaller than micrometer. So how much small thing we can see from electron microscope? It is 1000-fold improvement over light microscope. And electron microscope can magnify objects about 250,000 times. It also be noted with and highlight it in your book that electron microscope can magnify objects about 250,000 times greater. Under special conditions, electron microscope can detect individual atoms, cells, organelles, and even molecules like DNA and protein are much larger than single atom. You know that atom is a particle that can exist independently, and it is a very, very small particle. So we can also see the atoms through electron microscope. Biologists. Uses of microscope. There are many uses of microscope in biology, in the branches of biology. First of all, cytology, pharmacology, microbiology, and histology. Cytology is the study of cells. Cyto means cells and logy means study. Pharmacology means the study of manufacturing of medicine, and microbiology means the study of microorganisms through microscope. Micro means very small, which we can't see with our naked eye, and logy means study. Histology means the study of internal structure of organisms is called histology. Types of electron microscope. As electron microscope is an advanced microscope, and there are two types of electron microscope: transmission electron microscope, TEM, and it is also called TEM. In TEM, electrons are transmitted through the specimen. TEM is used to study the internal cell structure. and second one is scanning electron microscope. In SEM or scanning electron microscope, electrons are reflected from the metal coated surface, means it is used to study the structure of cell surfaces. Only the structure of cell surface we can see from the scanning electron microscope, and the internal structure of cell can be seen through transmission electron microscope. Now boys and girls, we study in this topic that what is cells and what are cells and tissues, what is the microscopy, and two terms used in the microscopy, magnification and resolving power, and types of microscopy, light microscope and electron microscope. I explained all these electron microscope and electron microscope from your book on page number 53 and 54. You must read it in the homes, and then we learn that the types of electron microscope, transmission electron microscope and scanning electron microscope. Now it is a time to giving a homework. Carefully read page 52-54 and make 10 short question answers in your notebook. You can make a question: what is magnification, what is resolving power, how many types of microscopes, and who discovered it first. It was Zacharias Janssen in Holland in 1595, and the resolution power of electron microscope. There are so many questions can make in the light microscope and electron microscope, and the types of electron microscope. Hope you can learn it better.